We're going to do the O2 sensors. So luckily I found that, so we need some sort of tool that fits on the end of that. So we'll find one in case we need that, and then we need the tool bag set to fit that, and then we'll move outside and have a special tool for O2 sensors. Alright, we got some O2 sensors off of eBay. These are supposed to be Bosch. It looks like they're generic. They do say Bosch. These are eBay specials, all of them for about 20 bucks a piece. And they do say Bosch, so hopefully those will work. Got some pre-lube on there, and I thought these were supposed to be a little longer. Hopefully they're long enough to reach. It looks pretty short, so we'll find out, see if those will work for us. Okay, if you never used one of these tools before, that's how it's going to work. It's just going to slide up in there, bend the wires over, and put that up in there like that. That's how you get them on and off. And so let's get busy. Alright, this is the rear connector. I'm going to have to study it to try to figure out how to get it unclipped. It looks like there's some sort of safety clip on there. Let's see what we can do with it. Okay, it looks like you just pull this safety clip out, then lift that up, and then you can pull that out. I don't know if I can do it with one hand. I'm gonna need two hands to do it. Well, it looks like this wiring harness pulls out and that one's in there, so we're gonna have to get something to pop it up out of the frame. Okay, I went and got a 7/8, just gonna be easier just on these. There's plenty of room to get a wrench. Basically put that right there, whacked it a few times, the wrench counterclockwise a couple times. Now that's finger tight, so we got to get that one bracket out of the frame, and then we'll be able to get that one out. Okay, no special tools required for the driver's rear. Basically use a screwdriver to pull that out of the frame. Used my wrench to get that one off, so that one was a easy one. Took 1 or 2 minutes to get it out. So I'm going to go ahead and take all 4 of them out. It doesn't matter, they're all 4 same part number. If you want the Chevy part number, that's it, and it says it's a Denso. So if you wanted to order new Denso ones, there you go. You could order new Denso part numbers. They have packages, so we'll see if the other ones work. If they don't work, then we'll buy some Denso ones and put in. Okay, I'm on the passenger side of the truck. I see the special connector right there. I see the O2 sensor after cat, so this is the passenger side after cat. So let's get that one done. Alright, this one broke the little safety clip, so we'll just put that on the frame up there. I jiggled that part out, pop that up off the frame. Now it looks like we got another little keeper there. We want to try to get that apart so we can secure that back, and then we'll unscrew it from the exhaust. On this one here, I was able to work on both sides of the frame. Basically that's whacked it a few times with the same tool. And there's number 2. I use the same thing and a little sledgehammer to get it started. So again, didn't need a special tool for that one either. Breaking all the safety connectors, and they're clear, so it's hard to, I just put it on the ground, but you put that on the ground, can't even find that sucker. Now this one's weird because they don't have that one in the frame, they have that in some sort of plastic thing, but we got to get that out of there with our little handy screwdriver. Just stick that in there and pry it out. Okay, there's another one of these little zip things. Have to take your screwdriver, separate that out. to get that out. It's just dangling loose, and we'll get it out of the thing on that side. I'm sure we can't see it. Somewhere around there. All right, this is the part where you need safety glasses, because just like this camera, you're tinkling around in here, knocking off rusty stuff right into your eye, because you got to get up in there and see. So I'm going to show you what I look like, a big doofus. It's cold, but you got to put your safety glasses on for that business, or else you're going to have stuff in your eye all day long. Alright, this one's interesting. Should have plenty of room to get it off. That connector's up there beside the transmission. So let's see if we can get that one loose. Okay, I'm fighting that up under the frame rail, and that's stuck in a piece of plastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go under there, and I'm going to clip this off like that, so I don't have to pull all of that through that plastic hole. So I'm going to get it as close as I can, and then I'll only have to pull it through a little bit of that instead of the whole thing. All right, that's that one. I was able to, sorry about that. I was able to get in here, get that loose. Like I said, I cut the tip of that off so it only had to pull through one or two of those little things instead of the whole dang thing. So I think this is in here and tight now. So that's the forward one, and it don't look really super long. Oh. Okay, something's oily there. Let's see. This is a 1258778.5, and the rear one 1257785. Same thing. So all four of them are the same, but I got that other one where I got to take this bar loose on the other side, so let me get that done. This is the passenger side. There's the cat. It's just right in front of the cat, squeezed right in front of the frame. Hopefully I can get my wrench on there. I do not see the connector. The connector is all the way over here on the other side, so I hope those wires are long enough to reach over there, or that's going to be a problem. We'll find out. All right, this is one of those things, no matter what I've tried 40 different combinations to try to get that on there. Sorry about the sunlight peeking right through there. Let me close that hood down. It's okay, I do have that on there, but it has to go counterclockwise, which is down. And there is no way to get this wrench around this bar. So it's 2 bolts. I'm gonna have to take this bar off. So let me go get a tool, because I've tried every combination possible, and there's just not enough ratcheting room between this rail without removing that. Now if I had a short 7/8 wrench, let's go scope that out. Maybe I got a short 7/8, but I probably... Okay, that was the number 13, and guess what? That one was already loose. Somebody had been in here and they didn't tighten it up when they were finished. I didn't take it off. I just swung it out of the way right here, loosen that forward one. So hopefully I got room to get up in there. So let me squeeze up in there and go for it. Well, guess what? That's rounding out. So I only got a couple more licks on there, but I keep whacking my finger on that, trying to hammer leftwards and upside down. So I'm gonna have to get a position to get a real hammer, because if that strips out, then it will be tough to get that out. It's kind of hard to tell. Those are the same lengths. So let me put my boot on there and stretch that out. They are a little bit different. Yep, that one's about 2 inches too short. So hopefully 1.5 inches. So hope that don't give us a problem. We'll find out. What I was most worried about, that was only at the price of one skinned knuckle. It ain't bleeding, so I guess it don't count. Ooh, that hurts. But anyhow, that one made it back into the clip. It was just barely long enough. I think that sucker, let's go under there and look. No, it was up underneath there. That crunch you just heard was not anything impotent. Oh yeah, see, that's perfect. It even got the sleeve there. Okay, and don't get carried away tightening that sucker down, wherever it is. Don't get carried away tightening it down. I got it pretty snug, probably too snug. Don't know my own strength. Let's move on to the easier one back here. Okay, that right there is the cord. That there, you can work on both sides of the rail, so you can twist it, tie it on this side, let it flounder on that side. That's finger tight, so that one was so much easier than that front one. That one was a booger. Okay, this one I put together before. Snap all this stuff together and then put it up in the frame rail. I kept my little, where'd that go? Kept my little clip, my spring clip, so put all that together and then shove it in the hole. All right, job well done. 4 of them installed. I'll crank it up, see if it runs better. All right, I reset the battery. I've never had so many new parts on a truck before. You name it, it's got it new. So I don't know about dependability on these Chevy trucks, but I've chased a spark knock for the last 6 months. I've taken it to an automotive shop and they didn't say anything about O2 sensors. They just reset the throttle body after I... Okay, this is the Harbor Freight code reader, and basically you go into not ready, cat's not ready. Basically all this stuff's incomplete till it has to go. So evap system, O2 sensors, okay, and cat. So there's only 3 things that it needs to clear, but I found if you just let this sit here and idle for 15-20 minutes, it'll clear everything but the evap system. Not making the noise is the air because the compressor is on auto. So it's running the AC. And let's plug in the other computer. We do on the sensors, because the eBay seller says they're selling front sensors, but they really delivered rear sensors, and they don't understand that. So I either have to replace the 2 front sensors with these sensors to make it work, because these have heaters in them. So these are supposed to be Denso to replace the factory ones, which aren't the factory number, but they are factory replacement numbers, just not GM's factory numbers. So these are supposed to go in the front. We'll drive it again, see if code clears, and move on. So we're going to put 2 of these, 1 on the front, 2 on the front, 1 in each location. Well, if the heaters activate, that light should go out. So we're going to drive it a little bit. Reset this trip odometer. See how long it takes for that engine light to go out. Well, I cleared it, the code, and I've driven 27 miles because it didn't seem like it was going. And then the heaters, the O2's okay now. Heaters still are incomplete, and the cats are still incomplete. So I'm gonna drive it tomorrow to work, farting around. Maybe that'll clear. So, but I'm all right. Quick video, day 3 of driving. I put the new rears in as well for the cats. At 18 miles, the O2 sensors cleared, but the cats didn't. So I went ahead and put the rear cats in, and they just cleared this morning. They weren't clear yesterday. So if you go to the readiness, oops, on this particular model that doesn't work. So let's look at the readiness, and we have the cats cleared. The heater cats, there's no heater cats. The evap has never cleared on this truck. And we have the O2s and the heaters are the front 2 sensors. And the fuel and all these other ones, they come up pretty much when you turn the car on. It's just the cats, evap. So that's good enough to pass. You're allowed to have one not ready, so you can go with an inspection, and as long as your engine light's not on and one incomplete for a used vehicle, you can have that for inspection. So if you know that evap doesn't work, you can drive up there right now and have it inspected. It'll pass. Your engine light will come on, you know, a couple days from now, and then it would fail. So you have to get it inspected between that time and that time. But there you go, 33 miles with the all 4 O2 sensors. I've also found that every computer is different, and every car that you put on it is different. Everything's hidden in that onboard test, and then you have to go in here and find this stuff. And then when you go in here to cats, since it cleared, it should say cats bank 1 and 2, and that's your readings, the test, minimum and max. So that one passed, and it's scrolling across there. Test probably says bank 1 and bank 2, so that's bank 1, and then that's the driver's side. So let's go to the other bank, bank 2, and that's about the same number, but man, that's pretty high, 0.97. So to me, that cat's about full up. So that cat may not last, may get out of spec, throw an engine code. I don't know why that one would be so high, but as long as it passes, it passes. But